Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. For today's video, we are going to be testing a whole bunch of Essence products. I'm so excited. Seriously, this is starting to become a trend. Every time I start the video, I always get like some sort of notification on my phone. I need to start remembering to turn my phone on silent. Anyways, we're gonna be testing out some products from Essence. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Essence, it is like an incredibly affordable drugstore brand. I've tried things here and there, but not to the extent that we're gonna do today. I've literally have so many things, and everything was incredibly affordable. They also had buy one get one half off, which was amazing, because I saved even more money. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with brows because that's what I usually do when I do my makeup. And for that, I have this brow pencil. It's an eyebrow pomade pencil. It's apparently supposed to be waterproof, and it's in stick form. Like, is this not the most interesting thing you've ever seen? This was $2.99, only $3, like so affordable. And I don't know about a lot of these products. I didn't look up reviews or anything, so I'm not sure how the majority of them perform. So we're gonna find out together. We will see. It's a little bit of a thicker pencil. Can you guys see? It's not like the Brow Wiz or anything like that. It actually looks like an eyeliner. I'm usually more of a dip brow kind of girl, but when I do use pencils, I like a really fine pencil. Like the Rodeo one I've been using. Actually, did I mention that to you guys? I don't even know if I've mentioned that, but I've been using this one from, I think the brand's called Rodeo. It's like my obsession right now, but it's kind of like the Brow Wiz basically. Or I use the Brow Wiz, or I use the L'Oreal, the really fine pencil. So I don't know how this is going to work, but let's just go ahead and test it out. And I have the shade Brown. So I'm like so nervous. Let me get a spoolie ready just in case, because I have a feeling I'm going to need to brush this out. Okay. Oh, this pulled out some of my eyebrow hairs. Okay. That's never good. What the fuck? Okay, this is 4 hairs. This pulled out 4 of my eyebrow hairs. I already don't have a lot of eyebrows. I feel like my brows are a little patchy. I don't think I like this. Well, first of all, it's not my color. Since I went red, I've been liking my brows a little bit lighter. So I actually prefer a little bit more of like an ashy brown. This is just a little warm. I think it's just not my color. And then, let me zoom you guys in. Can you see right here how it didn't really go on smoothly? Like, I felt like even though I went in, oh, you can see, oh, it looks so red on camera. Even though I went in with a really light hand, it kind of went on a little chunky, if that makes sense. I hate that fucking word so much, but it did go on kind of chunky. Like up here, can you see how it just doesn't really look even, and it's not really spooling out? I don't think this is my cup of tea. I think too much product comes out of the pencil. That's what the problem is. They look chunky. That's so gross. I hate that word. Okay, let me just go ahead and do my other brow off camera, and then I'll be right back and we'll continue. I don't think a pomade in a stick is a good idea. My brows are short, so I like to extend them a little bit longer. It kept kind of like bunching up and balling, and although the end result is fine, I noticed I really had to go in and spoolie out my brows like so many times over and over just to get the product to kind of disperse, and it was just kind of like bunching in my brows. So the end result is fine, but it's just kind of too much work for me to, even though it is $3, I'd rather just go in and use what I normally use. L'Oreal makes a really great brow pencil that I think it's around like $6 or $7. Like, I hate doing my brows. It's the thing I hate doing the most in my routine. I just want to get them done as quickly as possible. So I get like where they're coming from with the concept, but it's just a little too much work for me. I don't see myself using that again. So let's move on to eyes. I was actually going to do my eyes before I filmed this video, but I forgot I got this eye primer, so we're going to test it out together. So this is the Essence I Love Strobing Highlighting Eyeshadow Base, and this was $3.49, so affordable for an eyeshadow primer. I use the MAC Paint Pot, which is like 20 bucks. I mean, it lasts me forever, but you know, it is pretty expensive. Not this particular one, but I use the more skin tone one. I used to use this back in the day, a long time ago, like I'm talking years ago, and I stopped using it. I remember I went through a bottle and I bought a second bottle, and I never used the second bottle, but I don't remember why. I decided to get this one because I've never tried this one before. I have an issue with creasing because I am so oily, so that's why I like the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre because it doesn't budge. My eyeshadow will not budge. I'm just going to do a super simple basic eyeshadow look, so we will just zoom through this part and we'll come back in just a few seconds. Oh my god, it's already starting to crease. Soft Ochre doesn't do that to me. I'm such a dumbass. I just totally filmed like 20 minutes of this video and the freaking microphone was off. I don't know why it was even off. Like, why did I even turn it off? I have no idea. I really like went into depth about all the stuff that I just used. So let me tell you very quickly. I did get 3 eyeliners. I'm only going to use 2 obviously because I only have 2 eyes. Like, do I even need to say that? This is the Essence Cushion Eyeliner and this was $4.99, so about $5. I used this yesterday because I knew I wasn't going to be able to use it today. Surprisingly, I actually really liked it a lot. I love the outcome. There is a cushion in there and there's product in the cushion. But my only issue, which isn't really that big of a deal when you think about it, you can kind of only do small sections when you go in and do your liner. I don't know if this would be the best liner for a wing because, you know, with a wing you kind of have to go in and just do one swipe motion to do it. For this, I feel like this is good if you want to kind of touch up the top lash line, maybe to cover up lash glue, or if you just want to do a line like this. I did like the outcome, but I just had to dip my brush in there a lot. That was the only thing. Really not a deal breaker for me. I can see myself buying this again, actually. Hopefully it doesn't dry out super, super fast since it isn't a cushion. And then very quickly, I did this eye with this eyeliner. This is the Superlast eyeliner and waterproof. And this was $3.99, like incredibly affordable. And then on this eye, I did the Superfine eyeliner pen. I got this in waterproof as well. Now I saw this in one of Tati's videos. She said that you have to get the waterproof one because apparently the other ones suck. They did have a couple of different eyeliner pens, I believe. I only use waterproof eyeliner anyways because my eyes are like so annoyingly weird that I have to use waterproof eyeliner. This one was only $2.99, like crazy affordable. So as I already mentioned, but of course you guys didn't hear because my mic wasn't on. When I first got this, I swatched this on my hand before I even used it. The swatch is very unimpressive. I didn't think I was gonna like this because you can actually kind of still see through the swatch. Now this is not like super, super matte. It does have a bit of a sheen, but on the eye it actually looks very, very good. Like I really like the way it looks on my eye. If you're a beginner with a wing, you would probably love this. When I was first learning how to do a wing, I used to use the Stila eyeliner pen. This would totally be a dupe for that. The only thing is that it's not super black and it's not super matte. If you're not really into like a super dark, harsh, like black liner, I think you would like this a lot. I do like it. I'm gonna just 100% say I wasn't expecting to like it because the swatch did not impress me at all, but this is actually really nice. It went on very smooth. It wasn't like patchy or anything whatsoever. I'll probably use this to cover up my lash glue. This I really like a lot too. This has like a super flexible applicator. Hopefully you can see it, but it is a very flexible, long applicator. I could see myself really going in and doing a nice wing with this. I like this a lot too. This is very, very black and it's very, very matte. So each has their pros and cons. It kind of depends what you're using liner for. I'll probably reach for this a little bit more than I'll reach for the pen. Like I said, I'll probably use this to cover up my lash glue. It did skip a tiny, tiny bit, and I actually went in and kind of cleaned up what this, with the skippage, is that a word? I kind of went in and cleaned up where it was skipping a little bit with this. So yeah, this is really good too. I liked it a lot. I like both of them. Both really good. Hopefully they just last all day and they don't smear. Let me just go ahead and finish off my face. Now I didn't get foundation, concealer, or powder. Honestly, just because they literally had like 4 shades in everything. Like they actually had, I think, 4 shades at my store at least. I don't know if they have more shades online, but I didn't even bother to get it because even if I did find a shade that worked for me, 85% of you guys are not even going to be able to find your shade because they literally have 4 shades. Like, what? So I didn't even waste the money on it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do my foundation, concealer, and powder off camera, and then I have stuff I think for the rest of the face, so we'll do that together after I finish this. And then also I quickly wanted to mention for the eyeshadows, a lot of the eyeshadows at my store were sold out. They did have the testers. They swatch very nicely. Of course, a swatch doesn't mean anything. They can swatch nicely and apply really shittily. Shittily? Did I make that up too? What is wrong with me? To be honest, they just didn't really impress me, and then of course they didn't really have a lot left in stock anyways. I did go to Ulta twice, and I don't know if my Ulta just didn't get a shipment in or what it was, but yeah, I just didn't even get any of the eyeshadows. Also, for the eyeshadow base, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but my eyeshadow looks like shit. I went with my Shade Light palette because this is like my go-to palette when, number one, I'm in a rush, or if I just want to do like a quick natural look, because this is so easy for me to work with. Like right here, it looks like super messy. I just couldn't get it to work for me. And then in the front, it looks just like really unblended. Like I had a lot of issues with the pigment even kind of showing up. And then I just feel like it didn't blend well. So I don't see myself using this again. Okay, let me go ahead and do my face off camera and then I'll come back and we will finish off the rest of the face. I actually remembered. Did I? Yeah, I remembered to turn my mic on this time. So I went ahead and baked first. I usually like to set and then bake, but we're gonna do it backwards today. I have the matte bronzing powder. This is the lighter one. They do have a darker one, but it looked very orange, so I didn't even bother trying it. The girl who checked me out said that this was really, really good. She said that she had just tried it and she loved it, and this was only $5. I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics brush. Oh, okay. It kind of smells a little bit like the butter bronzer. Okay, so you can see there's like a light shadow. This is very, very subtle. It'll probably work for me right now because I'm really fair, but when I'm more tan, I don't think I'm going to be able to use this. Maybe I should try the darker one. It just looked so orange. I didn't even want to try it. So let me just try to contour. I'm just going to use the same bronzer and kind of try to intensify it. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just very, very subtle, which isn't really that big of a deal. But for me, when I go in and bronze the skin, I like to use something like the butter bronzer or the Makeup Forever bronzer or something with like a little bit of a satin finish to it. I just wanted to see how it looked as a bronzer because that's how the girl at Ulta told me how she used it, so I just wanted to try it. I see myself using it again, but I am not going to be able to use this when I'm tan. For the blush, now this is not something new to me. I have been using this for quite a while. This is the Satin Touch blush, and this is in the shade Satin Love. They only have 2 shades of blush. If there's one thing I'll say about Essence, I wish they had more shades of things. They just need to have more shades. This is like a rosy pink shade, like so my tone, right up my alley. This is only $2.99, very affordable. This I did already own and I already used this blush, but I wanted to go ahead and just use it in the video, and let's just stick with the theme of Essence, right? I really, really love this blush. This is one of my favorite blushes from the drugstore. I'm done baking and we're gonna test the Brighten Up Banana Powder. This doesn't really look like a banana shade. It actually looks really white in person, but we shall see. So this is also $4.99, pretty affordable if you ask me. So I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. blush brush and let's kind of try to brighten up the under eyes. I don't really see a difference. I'm gonna have to try this on top of my concealer without baking first. Let's just go ahead and continue. I'm gonna blend everything together and then let's go in with this highlighter. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. It's really powdery. Oh man, I hate powdery highlights. So this is supposed to be a really natural, like lit from within highlight. Which the first thing it made me think of was my e.l.f. shimmer. I think it's called the shimmer highlighting powder. I mentioned it in my recent current favorites video. On days like this where I don't have a lot of makeup on, I actually don't mind that look. So for today's look, I think that's perfectly fine, but we'll see how it performs. This is $4.49, so still really affordable. This is actually cheaper than the e.l.f. one, and e.l.f. has dollar makeup. So yeah, not too bad. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics brush. I feel like there's like nothing. Huh. What the fuck? What is happening? Oh, what is going on with this? Oh my god, this is so powdery. Why do I keep trying drugstore highlights if they never work for me? This is the situation that's going on. Let me zoom you guys in. So what it's doing is it's only putting highlighter right here. It's for some reason just grabbing right here. And then on this side, it's skipping. So it's like highlighter, nothing, and then highlighter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say hard pass on that one. I don't like that at all. I'm not even gonna recommend that because if a highlighter doesn't even go on my face or it's starting to skip and be patchy, I'm gonna have to say, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. I'm gonna spray my brush. We'll see if that works. One of the things that pisses me off the most is when I have to use a product to make another product look good. Like if I have to use a setting spray to make an eyeshadow or a highlighter look good, I'm not gonna fucking use it. I need you to work without the assistance of others. Like just do your job. Is that too much to ask? I don't think it's too much to ask. This is doing nothing for me. Okay. This actually looks like a pressed powder. It doesn't even look like a highlighter. Should we just say fuck it and see how it applies as a pressed powder? Like, am I really gonna do this right now? I am. It's not even coming off with a brush. I'm going in with this dense brush and nothing is even coming on my face. Oh my god, did I just say that? This is a no. It's not good. Don't even waste your money. Try the e.l.f. highlighters. They're $6, but they're very, very pretty. I wish you guys could see how bad this looks. I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight with my e.l.f. highlighter because I need some highlight. I feel really ugly without highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then we'll come back and finish off with some more things. Let's do some spray. Let's move on to finishing off my brows. So this is also a product that I already have and that I use and love very, very deeply. This is the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara and I got the shade Soft Brown. I already do have this. This is in the shade Brownie Brows. I actually have a backup of this, but it's a little too dark for me right now. I'm gonna go ahead and use this on just one brow. Let's do it on this brow because even though I don't really like this, if you guys want to try it and you guys are interested, I want to see how long lasting it is without setting it because it claims to be waterproof and it is a pomade in a stick form. So I'm just going to do this brow because with dip brow, I don't ever set it. I actually only set my brows when I use a pencil. And like I said, I don't use a pencil too often, but I do set them when I use a pencil because I'm just so oily. I have to use a brow gel. So let's just try this out. It's kind of lightening my brows a little. Maybe this will fix the color because this brow is just a little too warm for me. I like the color. Really nice, and I didn't have a lighter one, so I'm sure that'll be fine. The brow gel was $2.99, super affordable. Let's go ahead and do mascara. So I know Essence apparently has like the best mascara ever. I've never tried any of their mascaras. I either wear false lashes or pretty much nothing because I'm just a lash girl. I love the L'Oreal Voluminous and the L'Oreal Power Volume. Those are my two favorite mascaras. I've tried expensive mascaras, I've tried cheap mascaras. Those are the two that I always go back to. I actually love to use them together when I am doing a natural lash, which is not that often. So we're going to go ahead and put this one to the test. This is the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, and it just looks like this. Oh my god, this brush reminds me of the CoverGirl. I can't remember the name of it. Lash Blast? Maybe it's Lash Blast. It's supposed to be Ultra Black Mascara for Extreme and Crazy Volume. So let's see how this works. I didn't get waterproof. I don't use waterproof mascara on myself, so I didn't get that. I don't even know if they have this in waterproof, but we're going to test this out. I don't think this is the one that everybody raves about, but somebody had asked me to try out this one, and I didn't really have one in particular I wanted to try, so I just went ahead and got this one. And how much was this? This was $4.99, so not bad. Around the same price as L'Oreal Voluminous. I believe that mascara is like $5 or $6, so about the same price. And let's just try it out. Do you guys make the ugly mascara face when you do your mascara? I feel so unattractive when I make, I'm like, I feel so ugly. Dude, my lower lashes look so freaking thick. Okay, let me go ahead and finish so I can show you guys what they look like instead of just talking about it. By the way, I'm not going to curl my lashes. I don't curl my lashes in general, so I'm just going to do the same thing I usually do. And actually I never curl my lashes. I do have a lash curler, I just don't ever use it. I only went in with one coat, and I actually like to do at least two. So I'm going to go in with a second coat since that's what I normally do, but look at how good they look. And I don't really have the longest lashes. And they look really separated. Oh my god, they're so thick. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then I'll go back in and do a second coat after I do my lips. So I have 2 lip liners. Their lip liners were super cheap. I have the soft contouring lip liner, and this is in the shade Deeply Intoxicated, and then I have this one. This is the long-lasting lip liner in the shade Plum Cakes. This one is a retractable one, and then this one is a pencil. Oh, they were both $2.49. Okay, so they were both the same price then. Should we use both? Fuck it, let's just do it. I'm gonna go in with the deeper one first. Let's go in with the more purple one. I don't even know if these shades go together, but we're just gonna do it. Oh, this is a pretty color. My God, I look like a fucking clown. Okay, whatever. Let's go in with this. This is the Matte 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 Long Lasting Lip Gloss. What the fuck? How could this be a matte lip gloss? This smells so good. Okay, this is in the shade Beauty Approved, number 2. I think that's what the shade is. This was $3.99. This is pretty. Oh my God. Okay, this isn't matte. I don't know if this needs to dry down. Huh. Oh, I love this. I don't think this is gonna dry down. It feels a little slippery, but I love the color. Okay, I totally forgot I had an eyeliner too, so let's go ahead and use this. This is in the shade Rockin Taupe, and this is an extreme lasting eye pencil. So I do have a gloss I'm gonna go ahead and put on over top this. I'm gonna see if this kind of dries down a little bit more. While we're waiting, we're gonna do the eyeliner, and this eyeliner is $4.99. I'm surprised this is $5 and the lip liners were so cheap. I would think this would be a little bit cheaper. I feel like I'm like spoiled because Essence is so cheap. I'm like, why is this eyeliner $5? I feel like it should be like $2. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. This looks really, really pretty too. This shade is right up my alley because I don't like black liner. This looks more like gray, but I like it. I like it. Okay, the lip is not dried down. This isn't matte. This is... I don't know what this is. It's not even like satin. I don't know. It looks fine. It's really pretty. I like it. But let's go in with this. This is the Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. And this was $2.99. And I got the shade 6 Bright On. So I got this because I don't have anything like this. I decided to get something different. This kind of smells like... What does this smell like? It has a scent from like my childhood. Oh, this is really pretty. I like this. It kind of smells like Smuckers. No, is it Smuckers? What is that chapstick brand? Little Smuckers? Am I making these words up? Let me look it up. Oh my God, that's grape jelly. I'm so fucking stupid. Where did I get Smuckers from? Lip Smacker. I am such a fucking dumbass. This kind of smells like Lip Smacker. Did you guys use that when you were a kid? I think I mentioned before I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. There was a Lip Smacker store in our city, which was so weird because I grew up in such a small town. My mom used to take me there. They would have a blowout sale where everything was like 50% off. She would buy me all these Lip Smackers. I would have like 10 of them. You guys, the obsession started young, trust me. I was like 10. And do you guys remember the fat chapsticks? They were seriously like this big. I used to put them all in my desk at school and I would line them up and I would use a different one each day. Yeah, I was a psycho even in elementary school. This is what this reminds me of. Okay, the lip is very slippery. I don't know how I'm gonna like this. I don't see this being very long lasting. I'm not a fan of a slippery lip, but I love the color and it's so freaking wet looking. Like my lips look like they're just glistening. Okay. I am so disgusted with myself. My camera's actually about to die. I'm just gonna do another quick coat of mascara because like I said, I do like to go in with 2 coats. It is late as fuck. Let me just go ahead and confirm the time. So it's 5:42. I'm probably gonna be up late. I am a night owl, so I will leave this on until I get ready to go to bed and I'll do a couple of check-ins throughout the day. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay, it is 8:45. Show you the time. So this is my first check-in. I tried so hard to get a daylight picture, but I just lost track of time, and by the time I looked outside, the sun was already starting to set. So I'm not going to be able to get you guys a daylight picture. I'm so sorry, but in my future ones, I will definitely be better. Plus, I started this video so late. So let's just go ahead and show you guys things are actually looking good. Like, I'm feeling good about my makeup. Let me turn my mirror so I can see myself. I feel like everything looks really nice. I actually have been drinking water all day, and oh, I got a little lipstick right there. I ate dinner and the lip is still on. I didn't think this was going to stay on. The gloss is kind of worn off, but I think the lip liner and this matte gloss, whatever the hell that means, I think that being underneath it kind of gave it a little bit of a stain, so very nice. I like that. The lip still looks very pretty. You know how I feel about the brows already, but the brows are not smudging at all. Mascara looks good. It has not smudged at all. My lashes are still curled. Granted, it's only been 3 hours, but everything still looks pretty good. I was thinking for sure that this brow would smudge because I didn't set this one, because I'm starting to already get oily, but you guys, I'm just like a grease ball, so that's normal for me. But yeah, still looking pretty good, and I am liking things. We're actually leaving to go meet some friends, and then I'll come back and do my final check-in. I'll probably check in a couple of hours because I'm gonna be up late tonight, I already know. So yeah, I have to get ready and leave, and I will check in with you guys in just a couple of hours. I'm like so self-conscious, like I keep checking my mic because I'm so scared it's turned off again. Okay, you guys, anyways, final check-in of the night. My bra is off. I am so ready for bed. Was that TMI? Probably. Yeah, I'm totally not wearing a bra. Like, I'm ready to go lay in bed right now. So I don't have my phone. It's in the other room. I am not going to get up and go get it. It's 12:15. There's a clock right in front of me. I think I started at 5:30. So I've had this makeup on for about 6.5 hours, right? 7? Around that time. I have a pretty good feel of how I feel about anything. So let's just very quickly go through the items that I tried out. The first thing in front of me, this fucking highlighter. This was so bad. I did not like this at all. I'm gonna say go ahead and pick up one of these. This is the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in Sunset Glow. This is really great. This sucks. This is really good. So I'm gonna have to say go ahead and pass on that. As for the bronzer, I like the bronzer a lot. It still looks very pretty on my face. It hasn't gotten blotchy or done anything weird, and I like it. I do like the bronzer a lot. I'm going to be playing with it some more because of course I can't give you like a 100% review because this is only the first time that I've used it. I'm definitely going to be using this again and testing it out some more. I will make sure to let you guys know in future videos, of course. I try to do that. If I don't do that, just let me know and I will be happy to address it. But I think I've been doing a good job of addressing things that I've been testing. I'm not going to be able to use it when I'm tan. I'm going to have to try out the darker one. Maybe that one will be better for me. Maybe it's not as orange in the pan as it looks. But yeah, I do like the bronzer. I'd say go ahead and check it out. I got cold. I had to go get my robe. Okay, let's continue. For this Brighten Up powder, I'm gonna have to play with this again. I didn't feel like it was really that brightening, but I did bake before I set, and typically I set before I bake since it's supposed to be like specifically for brightening. I wanted to see if it kind of performed the same way as my MAC Emphasize powder, so I did do it a little bit out of order, but I just kind of wanted to see how it worked on top of the baking powder instead of going in and baking over this, because the Kat Von D Petal powder that I use will kind of darken my under eyes just a little bit. So I kind of wanted to give it more of a fair shot because I do have to bake my under eyes. It's just a step that I can't skip. So I wanted to see how this worked, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it the other way and I will let you guys know how this works for that. But as for right now, it didn't really brighten. Like I just didn't really see a difference. It doesn't look bad. My under eyes aren't creasing or anything. I just don't really notice a difference. That was the only thing. So I will keep you guys updated on that. As for the brow pencil, I pretty much said how I already felt. I still feel the same way. I didn't set this side with the brow gel and you can see it kind of started to wear away in the front right there. Like the front of my eyebrow was missing. I wouldn't say this is necessarily waterproof because if it was waterproof, it wouldn't be missing. My brows still look okay, but like I said, it was just a lot of work to achieve this brow. Now, if you're not really good with pomades, I would say go ahead and try it out, as long as you're okay with spooling it out. I did have to go in and like really work the product through my brow. So if you are more comfortable with a pencil and not a pomade, I would say go ahead and try this. It doesn't hurt. It's not a terrible product. It's just a little too much work for me. Now this one, you can see I did do the brow gel on this eye. I didn't set this eye if you guys didn't catch that. So I did set this one. This brow definitely looks a lot better. It still looks like it's still perfectly in place, and it did lighten up my brows a little bit. I would say if you guys are interested in trying a good affordable brow gel, try this one. I've been using it for probably going on 3 years now, and I really enjoy it a lot. This is probably like my third or fourth one that I've actually had, and I really like it. I'm gonna say go ahead and try that out. It's really good. Now, since I have you guys zoomed in, I'm gonna go ahead and touch on eyeliner. The liner actually looks pretty freaking good. I like them a lot. I don't think there's anything wrong. I will say though, the pen, it did smear just a little bit in my inner corner. It did wear off. My eyes are watery and I have allergies right now, so that's really not a deal breaker for me. I would still continue to use this, even if it did just smear off only in the inner corner. It still looks really good. This one actually did a tiny bit too. It's not too bad. My eyelids are very oily because I do have a little bit of a hooded lid. If I blink or I go like that or I make a weird facial expression and this touches where my eye is hooded, I'll get that kind of that line up here where it kind of smears to the top of my eye, and as you can see, there's no smearing. So both of the eyeliners are really good. Of course, it's going to depend on what type of liner you're more comfortable with. If you're comfortable with a pen, go with this. If you're comfortable kind of freehanding it, I would say go ahead and go with this. This one is a lot darker and a lot more matte than this one, but this one is still really good. So I like them both. Those are both a very big yes. The eyeshadow primer, I don't like the eyeshadow primer. There's a little bit of creasing. It's not awful, but my MAC paint pot doesn't make me crease whatsoever. The issue I have with this is that my eyeshadow skipped a lot. Even if it is only $3, I just don't have the patience for it. I want my eyeshadow to just go on seamlessly, and my paint pot gives that to me. So I'm gonna say pass on that. I don't know if there are other affordable drugstore eyeshadow primers. Never found a drugstore eyeshadow primer that I liked. So you guys are gonna have to recommend things for me so I can test it out. Now, the mascara is pretty freaking good. I really like the mascara. My lashes still look pretty curled. I didn't even curl them, and they look really nice. There's a little bit, like the smallest amount of flaking. It's like 1, 2, 3 little tiny black flakes. So barely noticeable. A $4 mascara, can you beat it? I don't think so. So I'm gonna say yes to the mascara. I really like this mascara, and my lashes look so freaking good. Now the eyeliner, it's hanging on. It's still a little there, but it's pretty much worn off. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I'm not a big liner person, and I actually like this liner because it was so very subtle on my lash line. So I guess I'm gonna have to say pass because it's really not on my eye. And if you guys are buying liner, I'm assuming it's because you want it on your eye. I do have eyeliners like the Pixie one that I've mentioned in my favorites video. That does not move from my eye until I take it off. Even though this is pretty affordable, I'm gonna have to say go ahead and pass. You could probably get another better one at the drugstore. As for the lip product, my lips are totally worn off. I put a gloss on, so it's pretty much bound to happen. I did do a lot of eating and drinking tonight, so you know, I can't blame it. Even like my best, most expensive glosses wear off when I'm eating and drinking. The lip liners are really good. I like the lip liners a lot. This is more of a stiff liner, kind of similar to the MAC ones, if you like more of a stiff, waxy lip liner. And then this one, the long-lasting lip liner, this is the retractable one. This is much more of a creamy formula. So if you like more of a creamy one, I would say check these out. When I did my first check-in, I had already eaten and I was drinking throughout the day, and it lasted pretty well. So I would say the lip liners are, yes, I like them a lot. Now this is supposed to be matte, apparently. I don't know what a matte lip gloss is. This is not matte. This does have a more slippery formula. I'm not the biggest fan of those formulas. If that doesn't bother you, then I would say go ahead and check it out. The color is really pretty, and it did last for a decent amount of time. I didn't hate it. It lasted through eating and drinking, again, this and both the gloss. So I liked this a lot. They don't have a lot of colors to choose from, but this one is really pretty. They're kind of like a whipped formula. It's not even really like a satin finish. It's kind of like a really opaque gloss, but it's a very thin whipped formula. I would say it's kind of like the NYX matte glosses. It's kind of like that, but not quite as long lasting as those. But still, I'd say check it out. I really like this, and the color was really nice, but it's not matte. I don't know why it says that it's matte. And then this gloss was so pretty. I love the way that it looked. It felt like it just kind of completed like my lip look that I had going on. And this is very shiny. I will agree with that, but this is kind of like the same formula. It's a very thin, kind of like a watery gloss. Not my favorite, but I like the color, and it made my lips look very juicy and wet. And it did last again through eating and drinking for at least the first couple of hours that I had it on. So yeah, those are my thoughts on everything that I tried out. If there's anything else that you guys want me to try or anything that you want me to test or review, just leave it below. I will be happy to make that video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and go ahead and let me know if you use any of these products and they work for you, because I'm interested to see on how they work on other people. Like the highlighter, I've heard that people love this highlighter, and I've heard people hate the blushes, and I hated this highlighter and I love the blushes. So I'm interested to see what other people like. If there's other things in the line that I didn't test and you guys love, let me know below, because I totally want to check them out. I would say kind of with it is like, if it's a miss, it's a hard miss, but if it's a love, it's like a hard love. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what else you want to see. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.